Following America's entry into World War I in 1917, Cohen penned what quickly established itself as the leading American marching song of the war, Over There.
Can we wait for Linda?
Well, we can let her take her coat off.
Yeah, we'll let her take her coat off.
Hi, Katie. Just when you got here. That's
We're
the first time I
making
know
Dolores.
it. No, go ahead and play it. Go. I don't know what you mean.
We only did one
You
song.
have all of you.
Okay, I'm right there. Over there.
We've got 85 people that can play the piano. And half of you out there probably.
But we have to have the notes. We don't play by ear.
Dun 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 dun. We have a sheet here, or
I couldn't find that last
What?
we got an extra sheet?
They're all passed out.
All right. So I have to mug a senior to get one? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snuggle up to one.
While she's getting ready, do you want to hear a little story about?
Yeah, come up to the mic, Mary, so they can.
I have a little story about. Let's take an old-fashioned walk, which is Irving Berlin's Liberty. We're going to sing that tonight, I think.
Yeah.
And when I was about 18 or 19, I fell in love with this handsome young man, and I made him a record. I paid for the record with my girlfriend downtown.
That was for you, right?
And I gave it to him for his birthday. Well, his brother got a hold of it. You can imagine what happened. Every time he walked in the door, his brother played that and made the record stick. So it just kept saying, let's take an old-fashioned walk, let's take an old-fashioned, oh, Billy. And the man, I don't know how, but he married me anyway. Well, that was a long time ago. And when I saw that, I thought, oh, my God.
And that's how many years, Mary?
64.
Wow.
Almost.
Yay!
63.
Close enough. Round it up.
Yeah, it'll be 64.
Dun 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 dun. There, over there. Where?
In the world,
Over there. The Yanks are coming. The Yanks are coming.
send the word, send the word,
Send the word, send the word, over there.
we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there.
Yep, we're good. Following America's entry into World War I in 1917, Cohen, oh, that's your part. That's all right. Oh, okay. You heard that already, okay. Thought it sounded familiar. Yeah, this is our, yeah. Cohen received the Congressional Gold Medal for his contributions for World War I morale with your grand old flag and over there. This honor was usually reserved for military men and politicians. We've done over
Yankee
there.
Doodle Dandy, maybe?
We're going right in order.
down here.
You don't have to flip along.
That's James
Even though
Cagney. Remember?
Cohen lacked
James
formal
Cagney.
musical training, he wrote over 500 songs, which have tremendous appeal because of their uncomplicated nature. Their relatively narrow vocal ranges make them eminently singable.
You probably remember James Cagney.
Yes.
Yeah, playing George M. Cohen in the 1942 film Yankee Doodle Dandy. Well, we're going to give you a chance to do Yankee Doodle Boy right now. That's number 3.
We got it. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, Yankee Doodler do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. Bum, bum, bum. I'm a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. I am a Yankee Doodle boy. Wow.
known as the man who owned Broadway. From variety and vaudeville through the first glory years of Broadway musical comedy, Cohan played a vital role in the development of this art form. We're going to sing Give My Regards to Broadway.
Broadway, remember me to Harold Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of love I'm yearning to mingle with the all-time crowd. Give my regards to old Broadway, and I'll be there and long.
Irving Berlin was born in 1888 in what is now Belarus in Russia. As a young child, he lived in a hut with a dirt floor. The Cossacks rampaged through his village and burned his house down while the family watched. They and thousands of other Jewish families escaped from these purges and settled in New York City.
As a young boy, Berlin sang songs on the street and in saloons on the Bowery, while people tossed coins at him. He became a singing waiter in a Chinatown cafe where he taught himself to play the piano after closing hours.
He reached instant celebrity when he wrote Alexander's Ragtime Band in 1911. It was an international hit and resulted in a dance craze all around the world, including in a little town in Russia where he was forced to leave. Let's try Alexander's Ragtime Band.
Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on in here, it's the best band in the land. They can play every song that I've never heard before. Yes, I'm the best band I am. Oh, my lamb, come along, let me take you by the hand. Up to the man, who's the leader of the band. And you can see the Swanee River playing ragtime. Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band.
He was on his way. Berlin wrote, "My ambition is to reach the heart of the average American, not the highbrow or the lowbrow, but that vast intermediate crew which is the real soul of this country."
I've got the sun in the morning and the moon at night is a song from the 1946 musical Annie Get Your Gun, performed by Ethel Merman. Jerome Kern was originally scheduled to write the music for Annie,
That's easier.
but 9
That's
days
easier.
after he arrived in New York City, he died, and Irving Berlin stepped in. Berlin preferred to write both the music and the lyrics, so the famous lyricists Dorothy and Herbert Field stepped aside and wrote the book for the musical. So, I've got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
What do I find? Things that are not going to keep me satisfied. Checking up what I haven't. What do I find? Healthy balance on credit on my side. Got no diamond, got no pearl, still I'm a lucky girl. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Got no mansion, got no yacht, still I'm happy with what I got. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Sunshine. the Milky Way. Got no checkbooks, got no banks. Still I'd like to express my thanks. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. And I ride. That's a cute
When he was
song.
28 years old, he often wrote a song a day. After dinner, he would start the song, continue until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, go to rehearsal the following day, and then write another song that night.
Irving Berlin wrote lyrics that were uncomplicated, simple and direct, such as, "Let's take an old-fashioned walk." He wrote prolifically about the simple things he saw around him. Do you have enough kind of feedback?
We don't know
What
it.
do you think?
Okay. I don't either.
Marion,
You must know it by now, huh?
Oh, Mary.
You know
I just tell Marion to sing
I
it.
know what it's like.
But let's start with the second
Let's
verse.
Take an old-fashioned walk. I'm
Yeah.
thirsty.
Yeah.
Oh, what a tale could be told if we went
Take an
an
old-fashioned
old-fashioned walk. I'm just bursting with talk. What a tale could be told if we went for an old-fashioned walk. Let's take a stroll through the park, down a lane where it's dark, and the heart that's controlled may relax on an old-fashioned walk.
He was a legend before he turned 30 years old and had many major hits. When his first wife died, just 6 months after their honeymoon in Havana, he wrote his first ballad called "When I Lost You," expressing his grief. This was an immediate hit and sold over 1 million copies, and that was a lot of copies in 1912.
there was a lot of optimism in his lyrics. A good example is "Blue Skies," which was written after the birth of his first daughter.
It's written in
Yeah,
the
this is-
second paragraph.
Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue sky do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on.
He became the talk of the town when the New York Times wrote about his second marriage. One-time newsboy and Bowery singer of songs marries prominent young society girl. And this happy marriage lasted until her death in 1988, and Irving Berlin lived to be 101 years old.
Wow.
By 1919, he was transitioning from ragtime to lyrical ballads. "A Pretty Girl Is Like a Melody" was written for the Ziegfeld Follies. This song became the theme for all the Ziegfeld reviews,
that's
and
a
later
song.
for the 1936 film The Great Ziegfeld. Although we're not singing that song, this was a huge development
Dean
in
Martin
style
sang
and
that.
sophistication.
Dean Martin sang that.
Another good example of a ballad is "I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm."
Snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. Can't remember a worse December Just watch those icicles fall. What do I care if icicles fall? I'd love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. I need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, the flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm.
December, January, February, March.
In
Two more verses.
1930, Berlin was drafted into the Army,
We got ripped off.
and he was assigned the job of writing songs of patriotism. Oh, I hate to get up in the morning with one of these songs.
John Gamble used to sing that in the morning, WOR.
Many years later, he wrote a stage show called This is the Army. It is considered his most notable and valuable contribution to the war effort. The show went to Broadway and then on to Washington and was eventually shown at military bases throughout the world, sometimes in close proximity to battle zones. Berlin wrote 36 songs for the show, which contain a cast of 300 men. He traveled with the show and always sang, "Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning." The show kept him away from his family for 3.5 years.